Clint Eastwood, he talked about political correctness in a new Esquire magazine interview. Here's the quotes. Everybody's getting tired of political correctness. Kissing up. That's the kiss-ass generation. I'm sorry I used that word. Generation we're in right now. Everybody's walking on eggshells. He adds, we see people accusing people of being racist and all kinds of stuff. When I grew up, those things were not called racist.
Do you want me to give you some notes before you send it in?
Why, send it in? What do you mean?
The faculty committee needs to approve it after they check for microaggressions.
Microaggressions? You mean like midget warriors?
No, they're objectionable words or phrases. For instance, midget warriors.
I know what microaggressions are. It's the latest liberal attack at free speech.
So Freeman plays a magic debunker.
Freeman? Who are you? Yeah. Freeman? Yeah. What, are you on a baseball team with him?
Yeah, he's a buddy of mine.
Okay.
Morgie. Morgie plays a magic debunker.
Right.
You know, he reveals these magician's secrets.
Yeah.
So I want to play a little game
where
you debunk some secrets.
Okay. What did you write on your hand?
Nothing.
Well, I saw there was a lot of things. What was it?
A lot of things.
Are they questions?
No.
Are you secretly hiding questions for the interview? You're wondering what it's like to work with Morgan Freeman and you can't remember that? Do you know the comedian Carrot Top?
Yes, horrible.
Well, you were like the Carrot Top of interviewers.
Yeah. Ooh.
It happens everywhere. So in essence, what we're doing is we're being contemporary.
You're saying it's okay to behave that way.
No.
You're saying that to children.
Don't tell me what I'm saying. You want to ask me what I'm saying, I'll tell you what I'm saying. Don't tell me what I'm saying, all right? I don't like that because you're wrong. But don't hold us to any other higher standard than you would hold your own show or any other action-adventure-oriented program. Look at it that way, and you come across saying, you know what? They're pretty conservative.
Put your parents to bed. They can't handle watching this. Parental discretion is advised, but completely effing ignored.
Well, let me ask
you. You're marketing to kids. You sell toys to the young ones. You sell tapes to the teenagers.
I just told you we market the kids.
But you're marketing the same adult content programming to kids.
You mean to tell me
you can't separate
you have no sense of humor at all? Kids put your parents to bed? You know, come on, give me a break. What kid puts their parents to bed and watches videotape?
Kids put your parents to bed. They can't handle watching this. Parental discretion is advised, but completely effing ignored.
Right.
Berkeley, you know, used to be the cradle of free speech, and now it's just the cradle for fucking babies. This goes on all over the country on campuses. They invite someone to speak who's not exactly what liberals want to hear, and they want to shut her down. I feel like this is the liberals' version of book burning. Yeah. And it's got to stop. Howard Dean tweeted today about this. Hate speech is not protected by the First Amendment. Yes, it is. Threats are not protected by the First Amendment. This is why the Supreme Court said the Nazis could march in Skokie. They're a hateful bunch. But that's what the First Amendment means. It doesn't mean just shut up and agree with me.
You can't say ladies and gentlemen because it excludes those who don't identify as either.
But those are the only two choices.
No, not anymore. You just have to keep it gender neutral. Okay, please continue.
Some of your critics would say, you know, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that, you know, because it's negative and you're being negative. So interesting because you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit.
You know, we're doing live TV
hey,
now.
I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
All right, you got a show that you're doing tonight.
We are.
You know, a lot of people
are where it comes raw and it's the real truth.
Yeah, a lot of people
are going
to be there to see your show. Just tell us a bit about it.
You know, it speaks for itself. Everyone saw the show.
All right. It's a Broadway production. It went to Vegas. It went to actually 28 cities in the United States. And we're really, really proud to bring it here. And we're actually going to Monaco on October 9th. We're going to be in Monte Carlo.
Right. Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really have to
we're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in.
Fuck you.
So, next up on the chopping block, XM satellite radio DJs Opie and Anthony. They're under fire now for airing joking comments about raping Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Will they be the next to go? Is radio cleaning house after the Imus debacle. With me now, New City President Sonia Osorio. She took part in a recent protest calling for radio stations to stop supporting negative language in music and talk radio, and also our favorite stand-up comic, Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Patrice, are O&A next?
I hope not. I hope JB, I wish JB and Elvis didn't lose their job or Imus. It's funny, this is the thing. I don't know her, but I'm assuming that she has nothing to do with funny. So I'm gonna speak as the expert on funny. Funny people should just be left to trying to be funny.
What if they're not funny?
Then you made a mistake. But how many times has how many unfunny rape jokes lead to rape? Like,
I don't know how many jokes about rape there are.
There's a lot. But your world is not funny. Your world is next on the big story. My world is people trying to be funny.
Well, I mean, you think it's okay to try to make jokes about rape?
I'm diabetic. I make fun of that. I'm a victim. I might lose a toe.
I love advertising because I love lying. In advertising, everything is the way you wish it was. I don't care that it won't be like that when I actually get the product being advertised, because in between seeing the commercial and owning the thing, I'm happy. But we're happy in that moment between the commercial and the purchase, and I think spending your life trying to dupe innocent people out of hard-won earnings to buy useless, low-quality, misrepresented items and services is an excellent use of your energy.
Francois Botha, 6-1 underdog. Are there any concerns on your part?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know nothing about numbers. I just know what I can do.
How about
kill this mother?
Okay. How about the 19 months off?
What about it? What about it?
Does it pose any problem to you?
We'll see. I doubt it seriously.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you, or does it work against you at times?
You know, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Today's audience watches wrestling, and they are in on the joke. That's not an insult.
So what you're trying to say is what, I mean, people are just dying for this.
I take it as an insult, too.
I do, too.
I mean,
but they're dying to find out, hey, wrestling's fake. No,
then
the
you're
only
telling
thing
me
that's
that you're
fake
really
is
hitting each other?
No.
The sound of the chair is real, okay? We are entertainment, but when a metal chair cracks your back, that's not fake.
You know,
When somebody throws you from... It's a metal...
Yes, you know what? I'm
There's
so
never a bruise on any of you.
Bologna, you got a minute? Look at this. No.
Metal Hill. See that wrist? 7 years it's been broken. Owen Hart, dead. Why don't you go tell Mrs. Hart what a joke it is, huh? Oh, it's just a phrase, right? You want me to be truthful with you?
You know, what's happening now is the marketplace is deciding what's appropriate or what's not appropriate. I think the nation is just tired. There's a new mood in the nation.
What nation?
The nation. You know what? We're tired of things that are just
Is this the nation, this paper, and you? I'm not the nation. I'm just speaking for me and funny. You're speaking for the nation, or you're speaking for...
Yeah, you know why? Because I remember 6 years ago doing something against Anthony Openy because they were just so outrageous, and their violent images that they put out to women was just uncalled for. And now I think people...
You think they were trying to be funny?
I think now people in this country...
Do you think they were trying to be funny?
Tired. You know what? I don't care if they're trying to be funny.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you in that business?
I've been to your show once, and it wasn't very funny being a woman.
It was
in your
hilarious.
Show, when you talked about...
That's why she doesn't like me. I was in the paper with her, and the joke is hilarious. It's called The Angry Pirate. And the lady who wrote it in her outrage didn't even know what it meant, and anybody who read it laughed because they know what funny... You're not living in the context of funny. You're living in the context of fire.
Have every right to be as funny as they want. They can go out and try to be as funny as they want, make as much funny make as much money being as funny as they want. This is what's happening. There is a change in this country. People are realizing they have an opportunity to speak out, and advertisers are listening. Radio stations are listening.
You're not talking to who I talk to.
So the idea that you have to be protected from any kind of uncomfortable emotion is one I absolutely do not subscribe to. And a fellow that I helped write to books about psychology and psychiatry, he was a renowned psychiatrist in London called Robin Skinner, said something very interesting to me. He said, if people can't control their own emotions, then they have to start trying to control other people's behavior.
Oh,
You know you're a real prick, though, right?
What? What's the matter?
You're a real prick. You just hit me with all these disgusting pictures.
Oh, no, but if you don't want to comment on it, don't.
No, I will
I'm just
comment on it, but you're a prick.
No, what? No, I didn't. I'm just trying to. We're trying to. If you don't want to comment on it, you don't have to.
I will comment on them, but you're a prick. I'm just letting you know. Continue.
We're coming back here.
You're unsensitive. You have no sensitivity to anything. I'm not. It doesn't affect me, but I'm saying you have no sensitivity. You don't know how does it affect me.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your life is the point I was making, Mike, and I'm going to ask you about it.
All right, and I give you my opinion, what I think about you.
All right, well, your life has been shown on the cover of a magazine. That's something that
go ahead.
Where's the list of stuff that doesn't hurt people's feelings? That's got to be a short one.
Thank you, Dad.
No. Can't call me Dad. What if I identify as Mom?
Are they cleaning house, or is this the PC cops run amok?
You know what it is, John. You know what it is while you're reading that paper. It's the PC cops run amok.
Well, you think she's a PC cop?
Of course she is. She has an entire encyclopedia of her stance on it, but it's no passion involved. It's not a real. This is just what she has to say. We are outraged and fired and fired and fired. Name calling. I'm outraged. I am outraged.
You should be outraged.
I am a fool. Now, if I called you a fool,
you know what? People are feeling a new sense of entitlement.
Who are these people
decency in this country?
Who are the people?
A new
How can
sense
you,
of entitlement
Patrice, here's my question. How can you justify a bad joke, a joke that isn't funny? Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead. An attempt that isn't funny, doesn't get any laughs, and is about raping the first black woman to ever become the Secretary of State of the United States.
Don't throw that at me.
Well, why not?
The attempt is what I'm trying to fight for. The joke funny jokes and unfunny jokes are come out of the same birth. You don't know if anything is going to be funny. You should attempt to be able to make anything funny.
Don't you think a joke about rape is doomed to be not funny?
It's possible, but I've heard them. You've
heard a funny rape joke?
I say a couple. Watch my HBO special. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah, Patrice says that if you're having sex with a woman, doggy style, and if you hit her in the head just the right time.
No, it's ejaculate in her eye and kick her in the shin, and she walks around like, arg! It's the angry pirate. That's what she was trying to say.
A violent act of hitting her in the back of her head, her body.
It's called the donkey punch.
Which will then.
Why are you laughing? She's outraged. It's called the donkey punch. It's whole humor that she has no clue what it is.
We have the same problem that Opie and Anthony does. You can't say just anything on the air.
You can say anything you want. It might not be funny. You might get in trouble for it, but you should be able to be attempting. And plus, when is a crazy bum going to get an opportunity to rape the president? If the president's wife, John? It was trying to be funny.
All right, Patrice, why aren't I hearing Al Sharpton complain about this thing involving Congress?
Because it wasn't involving young black women.
Well, it's involving a very prominent black woman.
Well, where was she during young black? Everybody has their agenda.
I was there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me.
But why am I not hearing from Sharpton?
Because it doesn't concern him. It's not concerning him. It's black. Come on now. You know Al Sharpton has his agenda, and it was perfect for Al. Young black women. And now she's representing just women in general. She's not representing the nappy hoe part. She's representing just the hoe. The nappy-headed part, she has nothing to do with. Just the hoe.
Sonia?
You know what? Women have been abused publicly in the media for too long, and people are tired of it. This has been a beautiful response of just the general public saying to advertisers, we're your consumers. We don't want to have to avoid everything in the street. We don't want to have to worry about what radio station we turn on. And there is some really derogatory, violent thing to deal with.
You're going to get all your information, ma'am, is secondhand from someone making you aware that someone may have said something that you should be upset about.